Hello, welcome back to another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft in MTG Arena. We got an interesting card here, Morningtide's Light. So mythic rare. It exiles any number of target creatures, and it basically flickers them. They return at the end of the next end step. So you can flicker all of your opponent's creatures to sort of make all your creatures unblockable. You can flicker your own creatures if they have ETB abilities, and also it has until your next turn prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. So kind of like a Teferi's protection fog kind of effect, but it's a sorcery. I don't know. It feels a bit too situational to me. I kind of think Grave Shifter is probably just the best card in this pack. You can play this in goblins. You can play this in elves. It's good in both. Yeah, I think it's the best card in the pack. My problem with this is, like, compared to a card like Falter, 2 mana sorcery, creatures can't block. Like this is similar to that. I think a lot of the time this is going to be Falter. Granted, there are some situations where, it's also like a pseudo fog. So I guess it's a little better because the downside of Falter is if you make other creatures unable to block and then alpha attack, then they can counterattack you and you have no blockers. And that card, solves that problem. But I still don't. I think that's somewhat situational. I'd rather just have the Grave Shifter, I think. So here we got a Shimmer Creep if I want to move into Vivid. Also, I mean, Sizzling Changeling is really good. I think having good Changelings is really nice in this format because, it ticks a lot of boxes for Behold cards, Gathering Stone, cards that care about synergies. So I think it's between the Changeling and the Shimmer Creep for me. I mean, the Kithkin is good too, but I'd rather have one of the other two, I think. I'm kind of leaning towards the Changeling, honestly. I know that Shimmer Creep is black, but I don't know. I'm not super eager to go into the Vivid decks. Take the Changeling. Again, the Changelings kind of keep you open in a way, because they could slot into multiple tribes. Alright. Well, that's a Boggart Mischief. I mean, that's a pretty big sign that goblins might be open. I know there's a lot of chat and statistics that goblins is actually one of the weaker tribes, and I think that's true, but I think when it's open and you get all the Boggart Mischiefs and all the like the 2-3 death touches that ping them, when you get multiples of those, then it's actually very, very strong. So, like, what else is in here? This card's fine, but I'm not going to take it. Farewell is good. Assistance is good. Elder Auntie is not bad, but obviously I'm with the Mischief before the Elder Auntie. I'm just going to take the Mischief. We'll see if the Goblin uncommons continue to flow. But I mean, this is a good start to goblins so far. I got 2 good goblins and a Mischief. Okay. So the first thing I'm looking at is Changing Wayfinder, because again, Changeling can go in any deck. It's funny, in a lot of limited formats, or just in limited in general, you kind of want to take flexible cards early in a draft that can slot into multiple decks, not a tunnel vision on one archetype. And I think it's true in Lorwyn, but it's kind of a little tweaked. These cards are the version of that in Lorwyn, where like Changelings that have multiple creature types can fit into the multiple tribal decks. I think Nightmare Sower is good as well, but I feel like you kind of want to go blue-black to really maximize that. It's not bad on its own, but I think I'd rather just have the Wayfinder. Wayfinder goes in every deck, and it's pretty much always good. Alright, well, you have a Darkness Descends, which I don't think is at its best in goblins. And not much else really that good. I mean, I could take a Dignitary here. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. Elves is a very strong archetype, and, the Wayfinder and the Graveshifter fit well in the Elves as well. The Mischief, not so much. Yeah, I don't really love Darkness Descends in goblins. I'm not going to take that. Yeah, I'm going to spec on the Dignitary. I do think in this format, you do want to find the open tribe, and I think yeah, you want to take the payoffs early, not commit too early. So if Elves is open, I'm going to go into Elves. If Goblins is open, I'll move into Goblins. So far, we don't know exactly what's open. Squawk Roaster is okay, pretty mediocre. Chaos Viewer is not a high pick, even though it's a Goblin. Best card in the pack is Lofty Dreams, I would say. Like Midnight Tilling if I want to move into Elves. I think I'm just going to take the Squawk Roaster. I mean, even as a 2-4 double strike, it's not horrible. But I'm not really excited about any of the cards in that pack. Alright, well there's an Heirloom Auntie, which is a nice one. I'm not really seeing many elf cards aside from the Dignitary. Auntie's a nice one. I think it's solid in goblins, and, you know, it is a goblin. Got, yeah, Tributary Vaulter, just fine in Merfolk. Yeah, just a lot of kind of mediocre cards here, but we'll take the one that slots into what we're doing so far. Alright, I could take a Vile Boggart now, which is a solid goblin to blight onto. I think I like it more than Blackthorn. I think I like it more than Spikeling too. Assistance is the best card in the pack. That is quite good. I could take that and not just... Alright, you know what? I'm not going to tunnel vision on goblins. I'm not missing that much by passing the Vile Boggart, honestly. I'm going to take an unexpected assistance just in case blue-black ends up being the seat I should be in. Alright, so I'm not going to take the Guild Weaver. I don't think it's good in red-black. I'll take the Grove Guide just, again, in case I do end up in Elves. Like if I open a Tristan's Command in pack 2 or something. I can see wanting to move into Elves. Just keep all our options open. Alright, so now there's a Great Forest Druid again if I want to move into Elves. Or I could take another unexpected assistance. I'm gonna take the green card. Just in case I end up in some, like, multicolor Vivid deck, which is still a possibility. I mean, I could take the Undercurrents for the same reason, in case there's some Vivid multicolor nonsense we could pull off here. This card's also fine in Elves, but let's spec on the Undercurrents. Alright, I'll take a Furdock Core, again, in case I want to go some weird 5-color nonsense, so we're kind of open here. Alright, not going to take Meek Attack, not a good card. I mean, the Changeling is good. It's also I should probably take the Bogslither's Embrace just because it's a good black card. I do think the Changeling's very good, but again, I feel like... Well, I was going to say I feel like black's the color I'm most likely to play, but of these black cards, Graveshifter is really the only one that stands alone. The other two are only good in goblins. I think my black is still better than my green. So I'd rather lean towards a good black card than a good green card here. Crystal Glutton's a nice one too. I wouldn't mind wheeling that. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Bogslither over the Chomping Changeling. Alright, there's an Explosive Prodigy, which is good in the Vivid decks. It's also a Vinebred Brawler, which is good in Elves. Ooh, this is... And then there's... I mean, I guess if I take Goblins, the Prodigy is still good. If I go Goblins, the Prodigy is still good. This is tough, honestly. I think I'm just going to take the Prodigy. I think it's still 2 mana, 1/1 that does 2 damage on ETBs is still a good card. And plus, I can play this in the Vivid deck too. Alright, well now I can get a Blight Rot. What else is here? There's also a Luminalisk, which I'm not too excited about. Lamenter's fine, but not we are not drafting white yet. Gifter is good too, but at this point, we're in Jund colors, some combination of those. I like Blossom Bind too, but I think I'm just going to take the Blight Rot. Let's keep taking black cards. Ooh, now we get a Nameless Inversion. Very good card. This is a Goblin and an Elf, so it'll fit in either archetype really well. I think Flame Raider is also excellent. I do a Squawk. I mean, I have a Squawk Roaster. You have a bunch of black-red elementals. Graveshifter, Squawk Roaster, Changeling Wayfinder, Sizzling Changeling, and this. It's 5 elementals. I think I should still take the Nameless Inversion. Again, I don't know that I'm red yet. Let's just keep taking the good black cards so we can move into black-green or black-red. Well, now that I see a second Boggart Mischief, I think that's going to cement me in Goblins. Card's very, very good. I mean, Shimmerwild's Growth is good too, but when you get multiples of these, it really starts to snowball, so let's do that. I mean, also Eclipsed Flamekin would be good if I moved into the sort of elementals build of this, but I'm just going to take the second Boggart Mischief. Alright, well now I can have a Seer. I'm going to take it over Bone Club Berserker. I mean, this is a goblin, and technically so is this, but they're very mediocre. Seer is pretty good removal. All right, I think I'm going to cut the green now. Technically, I guess I could still play this card. All right, so I can have a bad goblin or another squawk. I don't want another squawk roaster. I think at this point I just take a card just because it has goblin on it. I want as many as I can for the Boggart Mischiefs. Puka's Elder Auntie, easy. Elder Auntie, great. Produces 2 goblins, great with the double mischief. Not even close. Let's start sorting this by curve a little bit. I'm not playing that card. I'm not playing any of these. I'll draft a mythic for the collection, but I'm not gonna put that in my deck. All right, now we get. I'm not in love with Moonglove Extractor, especially not in goblins. I'll take a Wickermaw. There's a chance. Probably not gonna play it, but it's not a horrible card if you need to play something. All right, I can get a Chaos Spewer. It's a goblin. Wow, Flame Braider came back? I might even play that. I mean, I actually have a decent amount of changelings. I'm really shocked that tabled. All right, so we got Twilight Diviner, which is basically a 3-mana 3/3 Surveil 2. If I can bring creatures back from my graveyard, it clones them, but I don't. But when I say bring them back, I mean like to play. When it enters or was cast from my graveyard, that's nothing I have here can do that. Still though, a 3-mana 3/3 Surveil 2 isn't bad. It's also Darkness Descends, which again I don't think is good in this deck. Yeah, I think Diviner is the best card in the pack for me, but still not amazing. But I don't see anything I'm really more excited about, so we'll go with that. Oh, nice. All right, Curse Crafter. This is the kind of card you want for goblins. You want all the Curse Crafters and all the Boggart Mischiefs. So, yep, we're gonna take that here. The more I get of these, like, it makes the deck exponentially better. So, slam that. Another Graveshifter. It's another really good goblin. Also an Elder Auntie, which is good too. But I like multiple Graveshifters. Classic limited trick when you get multiple Gravediggers. It's great because if the first one dies, you trade it off in combat or something, then you can Gravedigger your Gravedigger. And it's sort of a loop that never ends. So, good little value engine. So we'll take that. Ooh, Gathering Stone? Nice. Gathering Stone's looking really good in this deck. Because it can also find the Boggart Mischiefs. Those are goblins. Yeah. Gathering Stone, another card, just like when you pull off like getting all the goblins, the mischiefs, and the curse crafters, having the Gathering Stone just like creates this unbeatable engine. So yeah, happy about that. All right, I mean I do actually have several elementals, or I have 3 elementals, and I have 4 shapeshifters. So I actually have 7 right now. It's not unreasonable to play that. There's also just another goblin though. Maybe let's just take another goblin. 6 goblins. Yeah, let's take another goblin. Let's just go all in on goblins at this point. All right, I love Gristle Glutton. This card's really good, and it allows you to deal with flood, pitch extra lands, and rummage them, and it allows you to kill your own goblins to trigger the Boggart Mischiefs. So, really happy with that. Nice. Gutsplitter Gang. This is an actual good goblin. 4 mana 6/6 at the beginning of your first main phase. You may blight 2 if you don't lose 3 life. So this is the goblin that can go tall rather than wide. Just a massive goblin. All right. I don't really love any of these. Yeah. I guess I'll take the Malice just as a combat trick. But I don't really want to play that. I don't think I want a second Wickermaw. I don't think I'm going to need these. Currently have 19 creatures. I'll take the Ransacking as a combat trick, but again, I don't think I'm going to play it. All right, I'll take another Chaos Spewer just as a goblin. All right. I think we got enough payoffs here. You know, goblins is always risky because if you don't get the multiple mischiefs and curse crafters, and your deck kind of sucks. But I did get those, and I got the Gathering Stone, so I think this could be good. So let's see what's on the chopping block. Definitely the Wicker Maw, Squawk Roaster, just things that like aren't goblins. I probably still want the two Chaos Viewers just because they're goblins. Twilight Diviner could get cut, but I would like to keep that if possible. Man, the Gathering Stone can find Nameless inversion too. That's so good. Probably not cutting Explosive Prodigy. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of good stuff here. Got some number of pranksters. All right, I think Wicker Maw is an easy cut because I currently have 18 creatures after that. Squawk Roaster. I don't really have any creature or any permanents which are not red or black, so I think we're cutting that too. I think we just want to go as heavy on goblins as possible. Then I gotta make one more cut. So this is just gonna be the 2-mana 1/1, which does 2 damage to a creature, which not bad. "17 creatures. The Flame Braider. So Flame Braider lets me cast the Shapeshifter instant, the Nameless inversion. Can you imagine? That'd be such a sick trick if you're like tapped out. You're completely tapped out except for Flame Braider. It's your opponent's turn. You tap the Flame Braider to Nameless inversion them on their turn. People would not see that coming. So I have 2 elementals and 4 shapeshifters. So basically, well, I mean, the Flame Braider is one of the elementals. So basically, the Flame Braider can cast Explosive Prodigy and my 2 Graveshifters, my Changeling Wayfinder, and my Sizzling Changeling. And it still is pretty good on a 2-drop. Even though it's not a goblin, it's not bad at all. Currently have 10 goblins. Plus 4, I have 14 goblins. Plus the Nameless inversion, so I have 15 goblins. Oh, and the 2 goblin enchantments, I have 17 goblins. For the Gathering Stone. Alright, I think I'm going to cut 1 Boggart Prankster. Even though I'm cutting a goblin, I think all these other cards are just better than Prankster. Even though it is a goblin, these cards just all seem like they have higher upside. The Diviner, there is no way to trigger this, right? Cast from a graveyard? No. It's basically just a 3 mana 3/3 Surveil too, but that's still a good card. I'm still happy to play that. Alright, this deck looks solid, mana-wise, 15 black, 9 red. Yeah, I think 9/8 seems fine to me. Alright. Let's go. Alright, I'm keeping this hand. I got the Seer. It's an early play. Turn 3 Wayfinder, find a land. And then Chaos Spewer. I could blight on the Wayfinder and make it a 5/4, or I could just wait till turn 5. Blue-black. Ooh, Sizzling Changeling's a great one here. Because it's a 3-drop. I can beat down, and it generates card advantage when it dies. Alright, so Grixis colors. So I assume the first creature I play is gonna die. So let's play the one that I want them to kill, because that's basically draws me a card when they kill it. If they Blossom Bind it. Oh, okay. Well, I'll try and sear that when they tap out. Okay, well, I also want to sear that thing. Which thing's more threatening? Probably the Twin Flame Travelers, honestly, is more threatening. Yeah, let's just sear the Travelers. I don't want them copying elementals. Play the Gristle Glutton and then hit for 3. This card can become a 3/4, but he needs a target. He needs a non-creature spell in order to remove the counter. Alright, Stompling. So let's see here. If I attack for 3, he's going to take it and then counterattack me for 6. But if I sit back, he's picking me in the air. I would love to trade the Changeling for his Stompling, but he's not going to let me do that. If I play the Spewer, hold back the Stompling to trade with it. I could attack and then just play the Spewer and try and erase him. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Oh, I did not mean attack with the Crystal Glutton. Misclicked. Yep. Did not mean attack with all there. Okay. That's gonna hurt because I did want to get rid of the swamp. No blocks. A good one. That's also a good one. So yeah, let's exile that and I think hit him for 8. And then play it in Heirloom Auntie. Let's see the Auntie. Let me think here. I don't want to sequence this. Yeah, let's just do this. I'll put another counter on the Auntie. Just hit for max damage. So they can knock me down to 4. And then they can play another blocker. Trade with the Chaos Spewer. It's gonna be close. Losing that Crystal Glutton. Definitely hurt. Okay. Those are good cards. Okay. Attack with both, he's got a block. He's gonna trade the Stompling for the Chaos Spewer. Yeah, I think I gotta go for it though. At least get to Surveil with the Heirloom Auntie. Alright, and I get to draw a card with the Changeling, so not the end of the world. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to cast that though, because he's gonna be able to counter it off of the... Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm gonna get to kill it this turn. Because I'm gonna get the Sizzling Changeling. So do I want that there? Kill his Guardian. Next turn, he's gonna play both of these. I do need to kill the Guardian though. Alright, I'll just leave it there. Let's just kill this thing now. This game's not over though. Can you imagine if I had a Gristle Glen right now? I could rummage away these extra lands. If I draw Boggart Mischief or a Curse Crafter, we got a decent shot here. Yeah. Play the Noggle Robber. Oh, we drew one. Okay. So I could... Let me think here. I could Mischief onto the Wayfinder. Or no, Mischief onto the Auntie. And then attack with the Wayfinder. And if they block... This becomes a 3/3 again, and they lose a life. Can I Surveil? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sure. Alright, so... Yep, get that out of here. Alright, pass. If they attack, I'm going to double block my 1/1s on the 3/2. Turn my Auntie into a 4/4. We're just trying to find enough goblins now that I can kill them all. Okay, yeah, so I'll block with 1 goblin here. Turn my Auntie into a 4/4. Surveil. Yeah, it's not even good to attack me there. Land there wasn't great. So next turn he's going to attack with all. If he kills the Elder Auntie, I could be in big trouble. I'm just going to pass. I don't think attacking here is good. Yeah, I think that's a good attack. I'll block with 1 goblin, because I would like to surveil. I just want to find more goblins. That is a goblin. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So Graveshifter, I can get back Nameless Inversion, or I can get back Sizzling Changeling is a nice one because it basically draws another card. Although if I get back Nameless Inversion, I can attack with the Auntie, and then he doesn't really have a good double block. I should just get the 4th Goblin Creature though, because if I have 4 Goblin Creatures, you know, he's basically dead to the Mischief. I want to attack here. Could attack with both. He takes this one, he blocks there. Yeah, I'm attacking with both. I just want to get my goblins dead at this point. Yep. So let's kill. I'm just gonna kill the Flaring Cinder. I don't want him to rummage. I guess Shimmer Creep is a card which could be a problem. Which could be an argument for killing. No, I guess the Flaring Cinder gave him blue. This gives him green, so they each gave him a color. Yeah, Shimmer Creep would not be great. I put him up to 5. All right. Whew, well, the misclick with the Gristle Glutton didn't cost me. It's the power of Boggart Mischief. Okay, so bunch of elementals. 2 Twin Flame Travelers. Flaring Cinder. Gotta remember the Guardian. That's the only trick I saw is the Guardian. Otherwise, just a bunch of beefy elementals. I could bring in the Malice to trade up with the big elemental. Or the Ransacking, I suppose. Is there anything in here which I don't like? Explosive Prodigy. It kills Flaring Cinder. It kills Stompling, actually. Yeah, killing Stompling is super nice. I think it's still worth it, even though a lot of the other creatures had 3 toughness. It kills some pretty nice X2s, so I think we keep that. Yeah, I don't really see anything I want to take out. I think we're going to run it back. Yep, keep this one. Try to keep my Gristle Glutton alive this time. Okay. It'll be good once I get a black permanent in play. Can shock something. If he plays a Stompling, probably going to play Spewer and Blight onto my Glutton. Because I do really want to get... Oh, that's even better. That gets a black permanent in play. Alright, we're doing that instead. Okay. So next turn I can Prodigy the 3/2 if I want. I'm not gonna Blight with the Gristle Glutton yet. I could also just play Chaos Spewer and get a 5/4 in play. He attacks me. Um, pass. Yeah. Because what I want to do, I think, is attack with one goblin. If he blocks one goblin, then I can play Explosive Prodigy to finish off the 4/3, and if he doesn't block, then I can play Chaos Spear and Blight with that goblin. I think it's more mana efficient than playing the Prodigy. Let's attack with one. Alright. So now let's Prodigy it. I think just pass. This time I will double block the Flaring Cinder. Yeah, that's fine with me. He has a trick, I even get to Rummage. Okay. I'm happy with that trade. I can Graveshifter back the Prodigy if I want. Ooh, Vibrance. So he has the red mode here, which is 3 damage, probably to my Glutton. Okay. I'm just gonna pitch the mountain here. Alright. I can Blight Rod the Vibrance if I want. Or I could play Wayfinder plus Prankster. Yeah. I don't think I need to kill this yet. I think I just want to develop my mana in my board. We're gonna get a Swamp, just because I have a lot of black cards in my hand. That's fine. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, so he probably is the Archmage here. So he's going to play it and attempt to block probably my Wayfinder, and I can't Blight Rod it to kill it. So what we're going to do, let's play the Curse Crafter first. And just attack with a Prankster. Oh. Okay. That's not... That actually went pretty well for me here, because now I'm going to Blight Rot the Vibrance in response. So he doesn't get a copy. And all I lose is a Wayfinder? Yeah, he traded an Ashling's Command for a Changeling Wayfinder. Pretty happy with that. Second... Second Vibrance, okay. I can Graveshifter that back. And I am going to Graveshifter that back. The card is just such a problem for him in a long game. Every time a goblin dies, he takes 2 damage. Sure. Ah, unfortunate. Still can't attack me, though. He's got to protect his life total. Alright, this isn't the best Flame Braider here. I'm just going to play a 5/4. And I'm not going to Blight. Probably trade this for the Vibrance. Or that. He probably trades off of the Vibrance, so he's got the 6/5. Wow. This is what I said earlier about looping Gravediggers. So yeah, we're gonna go... Oh, this is gonna be good. Alright, let's attack with these two. And I'm gonna go... Yeah, pump the Graveshifter. I mean, he's gonna block them both. Yeah. All right, so he loses a life, or loses 2 life. I'm going to Graveshifter back my Graveshifter, and then play Flame Braider. Now I got the Goblin loop going. Never run out of Goblins to drain them with. The Flame Braider can cast the other Graveshifter. So next turn I can attack with Graveshifter, it dies. Play Graveshifter using Flame Braider. I could get back my my Death Touch Goblin. Ooh, I can even finish off a Zealot now? It's pretty sick. Alright. So he blocks with a Zealot. Alright, I'm going to play this. Get the other Graveshifter. So I guess this will let him rummage if I kill it on my end step. I could wait. See if he puts another counter on the Gristle Glutton. I don't really care though. If he... I think I just want to get that thing off the board. Let's just kill it now. I guess he could have the Archmage. You could also rummage into the Archmage. Alright, so we got that off the board. So now he actually has to block these things. Or rather, it becomes harder to block them. Alright, now he's just Desperation, looking for something. Feels like he's got Shimmer Creep in his deck with the black. Speak of the devil. Okay. That buys him a little bit of time, but doesn't really fix the problem of the Graveshifter loop. If I play the land, I think I'm gonna hold this one land in case I draw a Gristle Glutton. He can't really attack me with the Shimmer Creep until he has another good blocker. It's got 4 or more toughness. It's hard for him to race here too. This is just death by 1,000 cuts, attacking with Graveshifter every turn. What he really wants is like a 1-4 or a 0-4, which can block it without killing it. Oh, that's pretty good. So let's start attacking here. It's gonna block it. Alright, I'll play this thing now since it actually can get through. And I'm gonna play the land now. So I might need to... If I draw land 8, might need to like Graveshifter plus 4 drop potentially. Ashling. Alright, Ashling's good. Alright, well I do want that. I'm gonna leave that there. Attacking. That's a good attack. I could get the Curse Crafter at some point, then the Graveshifter loop is over. Oh, I can't draw. That's right. Gristle Glutton's in the graveyard. So I want to play this and get the Curse Crafter, is the question. I think not yet. Yeah, not yet. I think I want to loop Graveshifter a few more times. Ooh, exiled. Alright. Well, we're not looping it anymore. I'm glad to use that on a Graveshifter, not on a Curse Crafter. Okay. So let's see. I could play the Gut Splitter. I probably do want to. So let's play them both. I'll play the Graveshifter too. And I'm gonna get the Death Toucher. The Curse Crafter. Now all my goblins will drain him for 2. No point attacking. He's got a good block with Ashling. So you can flip this back and rummage again. You can try and race me. You can attack with Shimmer Creep. You can take 3 from this. You can chump block with the Prodigy. Alright. So, Blight 2. Yeah, I guess I could Blight 2 onto this thing. Yeah, I'll just do that. Because I might want to kill that by blighting just to make him lose more life. Play the Curse Crafter. And let's just attack here. 7/6. Yep, chump blocking. Okay. Let's end the turn. It's a good one. Ooh, that's also a good one. I want to lose 3. I think I'm gonna lose 3 just this one time, but no more. I'm gonna play the Erlemonte just in case something dies. Okay. Yeah, I'll just attack here. I assume he's gonna chump block with Ashling now. Okay, he's gonna try and erase me. Like chump blocks with that. Okay. Next turn, I think we're gonna blight onto the Boggart Prankster, just to do 2 to him and surveil with the Auntie. Or I could blight onto the Graveshifter. That's reasonable as well. Yeah, he's doing a lot of card selection here. Might be able to find something good. Can copy elementals, so if he gets like another Shimmer Creep, you do drain me for 6. That's a way I could lose. I do want to start killing these goblins to start draining him. Not taking 3 anymore. Okay. Well, it's fine with me. He takes a bunch of damage. And I get to surveil. Nope, don't want that. Ooh. So let's see here. If I kill my Graveshifter, he goes to 3. Has to block the Gut Splitter. Attack with the Curse Crafter 2. The Curse Crafter dies, he goes to 2. Alright, I'm just gonna, I think... I'm gonna just put these on the Graveshifter. Yeah, I'll just put him on the Graveshifter. Lock in that 2 damage. I'm going to kill the Twin Flame Travelers. That card is more dangerous, I feel, than anything else. Wow. Okay. So now he's got a double block, but it'll put him to 1 life. And then the Curse Crafter will finish him. Attack with both, he blocks, trades there, blocks there. Yeah, it's just attack here, I think. That's fine. So we're gonna kill the Travelers. Again, this is the card that I think I could lose to. Like if he draws out a Shimmer Creep. Right, so now he's at 1. So next turn I can attack with Curse Crafter. And he should be dead. I didn't attack with Curse Crafter there because he could have just like put Shimmer Creep in front of it to kill it and then chumped Ashling on the 6/6. And that would have put him to 2 life and the Curse Crafter would be gone. So I basically have to get 2 pings for the Boggart Mischief, but doing it the way I did it, left me with him at 1, and now I have 1 goblin with the mischief, so. Alright, there we go. Death by 1,000 cuts. Alright, playing against Dr. Manmilk. Play first. Yep, solid hand. Turn 2, Prankster. Probably turn 3, Auntie. Ooh. Never mind, we're playing this turn 2. It's the hardest. Hardest to block early game. You could have the Spiral and the Solitude, which would be a little bit annoying. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that's the risk you take, but it's okay. Alright, so now... I want the Elder Auntie. I play this, and the next turn I play the Prankster and the Flame Braider. I can attack with basically 2 powered creatures, which is good if he plays an X2. If he plays an X3, like the Wary Farmer or whatever, I still get an attack with the Elder Auntie, so I think it's still good to play it. Plus, I'm more likely to be able to trade off goblins early game and ping him. Like, he's not going to be able to exile this, I think, for a few turns, I'm guessing. Alright, well, he played an X3. Which is what I didn't want to happen, but they're still doing fine. So now we're going to go Prankster. Attack with this goblin. Give it +1/+0 so I can trade off. Playing against Merfolk here. Then we'll play Flame Braider. Yep, happy with that trade. Next turn play Diviner and make it a 5th land I could embrace as well. I'm not going to embrace this card if he plays it. Yeah, you could play the Regery, although he can't actually Blight onto it. So that would kill it. Alright, that's a good one. It's like a solid Merfolk deck. Solid Merfolk deck. Alright, so let's see here. I could make this a 2/3. Trade off for 2 things. I don't actually mind that. Could attack with all. Fine. Hey, I'm fine trading them all. Yep. Let's go attack with all 3. I'm going to give the Prankster +1/+0 because he's most likely to double block it, and then this kills both the creatures he double blocks with. Sure. Yep. Get to ping him for another point with the Curse Crafter. Then we'll play the Twilight Diviner. You could also just trade Mentor for the Flame Braider and take 3. That's pretty reasonable. I'll just take all of it. Okay, so he's probably got Convoke cards in hand. Ooh, do I want Gristle Glutton? I mean, Gristle Glutton's not bad. I feel like I got better cards in my deck. Yeah, I think I can do better. I'd rather get like a Grave Shifter or a Mischief. Or a Gathering Stone. That would be insane. Just press my advantage. So I assume he's going to have Winnowing. Oh, shoot. Alright. That punished me here for having non-goblins. Okay. It's pretty good. Makes sense why he didn't trade off. Had that coming. So I do think I need to sear this thing. Because it's going to keep growing. Do I trade 2 for 3? I think considering what my deck can do with the pinging, I think I do like trading 2 for 3. I also got another removal spell. I'm searing it now just because you could have Aquatex, whatever, or a counter spell. I got another removal in the wings. I guess I could have boxed it or embraced it, but I you know, let's save this in case he's got like a giant or something. All right, well, now we're not racing effectively, so we're on the back foot. I think we're just gonna kill the flyer. The tapper's pretty annoying too, but at least yeah, the tapper is annoying. But he's probably not gonna be attacking with it. Let's just kill the flyer and just sit back. I think we're hoping to draw Boggart Mischief to give me 2 blockers and get some life back. So he could tap my 2/2 with a 1/1, hit me for 3. Still looking for Mischief, Gathering Stone, Grave Shifter. These are the cards I want to draw. If I got Grave Shifter, probably get back the Curse Crafter. I could get back the Diviner. Tax, offering the trade. Okay, yeah, I'll trade off. Well, I guess if I draw the Mischief now, it's not as good. Drew that. That is actually really bad here because of the tapper. It does mean he has to keep back the tapper. And I guess I can... You know what? The card's not good, but it buys me time because I think it means to leave back the tapper to tap it down. And I'm just going to blight onto this thing. I'm not going to pay the 3 life ever. Let's just represent the lifelink trick here. So I don't think this card's going to accomplish anything. It's eventually just going to eat itself to the blight, but I'm playing it to basically buy myself time. Oh, or I guess eat a counterspell. That's fine. So he's going to be hitting me for 4 turn probably, at least. All right. Didn't want more lands. This is, I guess the Gristleglen would have been good here. But still, I think there are much better cards I can draw. I'm digging for them. And for Graveshifter, at this point, Gathering Stone's too late. The Graveshifter is what I need to draw. Alright. Well, can't do anything about that. So Winnowing got me pretty good there. It does make me want to not play non-goblins. So like Flame Braider and the Twilight Diviner. Are those my only non-goblins? Yeah, everything else is a goblin. I think we're going to cut those. We're going to put in another goblin, the Prankster. And I could put in Furdock Core. And technically it's kind of a bad goblin, but what else could I put in? I could put in Malice doesn't seem great against Merfolk. I mean, this is a goblin, and I can make it a creature. I'm gonna put in the core. We're just going all in on goblins here. I mean, other than that, I could put in a trick like the Reckless Ransacking or the Scarblade Malice, but this card is mostly good for trading with larger creatures, which is never gonna happen with Merfolk. It's just mostly small things. This card is okay, I guess. I think I'd rather have an honorary goblin, which can turn into a creature sometimes. A 4/4. And I mean, generating mana is not the worst. We're gonna mulligan this. I need to rip 2 lands for this hand to be functional, and I don't feel likely that that's gonna happen. Alright, this hand is much, much better. So let's see. I think I either put back a Swamp or a Chaos Spewer. Or I could put back the Embrace as well. I didn't see a lot of like must-kill creatures. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put back the Embrace. I'll just go heavy on the goblins. Merfolk doesn't really have a lot of like, I have to kill this creature. It generally just goes wide with a bunch of little stuff. Granted, if they have like the Duelist, which the Merfolk Lord, then I want to have had removal for that. But I think with the Mischief in hand, I just want as many goblins as I can get. All right. I should have put back a Swamp. Yeah, he plays the Duelist. Okay. Yep. Well, I got the Seer, so not the end of the world. Alright, so I can attack and then Mischief. I think that seems good. Attack first. Then Boggart Mischief. Next turn I can Chaos Spewer. Or I could just Seer the Duelist and get in for 3. He attacks. So he probably has a trick. What could he have here? He could have Glamour Gifter. He could have +2/+2 first strike. I'm gonna take this. I would rather him go for that in the turn when I have to Seer up. Maybe I should have blocked. I do want to use the Seer on the 2/2. I know he's got the counterspell in this deck. I'm just gonna wait. I think my plan is to Seer the Duelist. Let's see. So I know he's a counterspell, so there's a risk by waiting, doing it on his turn, but he attacked last turn with the Duelist. He might do it again. Alright, he didn't. We're taking an extra point of damage. Could also chump and just drain him. I'm just gonna take this. Alright, so I'm gonna just Seer it now before he gets to untap. He might counterspell this. But at least I get a counterattack in then. 2 damage. Alright. I mean, still good for him, but I get to hit him for 3 and then play a Chaos Spewer. Every point of damage counts when I got the Mischief out. Ooh, that's a good one. Alright. Let's go attack with these. Let's play a 5/4. I'm not going to Blight. I could Blight and play the Curse Crafter, but I'd rather just have the 5/4. Plus, you might use the Spiral on this, in which case then the Curse Crafter will live. Curse Crafter is more important. I hope he has Winnowing in hand. It does nothing now. It's a good one. Yeah, the deck is solid. Ooh, the Guide. The Guide's got to go. Get back his Duelist. Alright. The next turn, he's going to get back. Yeah, it's going to attack as a 4/3. It's so sick. Attack, he chump blocks. Probably double blocks here. He probably chump blocks with the 1/1 if I play the Curse Crafter. Right. I think I'm still supposed to play the Curse Crafter. I think we're going to try and burn him out. I think I'm going to attack here. He could double block, but he probably just takes it. That's insanity. He took all the damage when I have Curse Crafter and Mischief in play? Got a lot of Duelists, but what if I just chump block a bunch? Doesn't even attack me? What's going on? So every time a goblin dies, basically takes 2 damage. Everybody's coming in. Now we're going to play an Elder Auntie. He either takes at least 1 or he kills them and then he takes 2. Swat away would be annoying, swatting away the Curse Crafter. Okay. Oh. Oh, gains all creature types. Okay. I mean, I want these cards to die. I mean, that's pretty good. He's drawing 1,000,000 cards, but he's gonna take 8 damage. Go to 1. He can't kill any more of my goblins. The next turn, when I attack with everything, it should be dead. So you can gain some life. He can't even attack on the ground. Alright, I mean, that helps. But he's still got the mischief is still a problem. He has Pyrrhic Strike. But he's got to get rid of this and cast Pyrrhic Strike. So he goes Plains Pyrrhic Strike. He's still in it. I probably lose at that point. Oh, Island. Yeah, I'm blocking. This is like a desperation attack. Run away together. So run away together, hit creatures or permanents. Let me just check here. All right, run away together is creatures. What about Current Disruptor? All right, Disruptive Currents is permanent. So he conceded there, but what I would have done is I would have blocked with 1 goblin to see if he had the Disruptive Currents. And if he does, he bounces the Mischief. I live. And then I replay Mischief next turn and finish him off. But okay, so yeah, this deck's very, very good. Got 2 of the duelists. He does have the Glamour Gifter. That's probably what he had on turn 2 when he attacked with the duelist. Furdock Core is definitely the most questionable card. Maybe I just want to cut that. Matchup seems kind of tempo-oriented, even though it's a goblin. So currently it still have 15 goblins. I could cut that and just play a trick. Oh, I don't want to play the Malice because that makes an elf, which turns his winnowing on. So really it's just the Ransacking is the only card I'm considering. It's not horrible. It's not great either though. But is it better than Furdock Core? It probably is. Alright, I'm going to play the Ransacking. So I feel like we could very easily be racing in a game. The +3/+2 could matter. Yep. Keep in hand with multiple Boggart Mischiefs. I just need a 3rd land and we are good. Alright. We are good. Ooh, no 2-drop? I like that. We are just gonna go Mischief into Mischief. Sure. Alright, no attacks. Let's just get this going. I can Blight onto it again next turn. Yeah. We're just going to be suiciding my goblins. I can also Explosive Prodigy and Nameless Inversion, just wipe his board. Hit him for 3. Although I'd rather kill one of the lords. Could also go Curse Crafter, Nameless Inversion next turn. Okay. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is go Prodigy, kill the Sky Swimmer, and then Curse Crafter, attack with both of my goblins. Actually, no, even better. Attack with, I guess, yeah. I guess this is a little better. It forces you an extra point. Because if I make one a 2/1, you can trade with it, and I don't get that extra point for the Prankster, but doing it this way, I get 2 damage from combat and then an additional point from the drain when he blocks. Or he just takes it all. That's fine too. I feel like next turn when I play the second Mischief, 2 Mischiefs and a Curse Crafter is just like, yeah, you can't stop that. All right. 2-0. All right, here we are in the finals. I'm gonna keep it. It does need a mountain. But, I mean, once we draw it, you know, we got removal to help us stabilize, and the hand's pretty good otherwise. I got a lot of my good cards in it. All right. Forest. Uh-oh, Kithkin. This could be punishing. Oh, an elf. All right. Well, still, it's some flavor of aggro, so I do need the mountain soon. There we go. So I could play Seer. But we're just gonna play the Curse Crafter. Honestly, I might even just trade here because I got the Graveshifter. Yeah, I'm gonna trade here. Oh, all right, that's fine too. Well, if that's how we're gonna do it, play Gathering Stone. You could Pyrrhic Strike it. That's fine though. Yeah, let's just get Gathering Stone going. Get the card advantage rolling. Goblin. Did we hit? We did a Pyrrhic Strike. Okay. I still drew a card though. Alright. No attacks. It's too bad I can't Graveshifter the Gathering Stone. Wound Tender. Okay. Basically taps for 1 right now. I could Sear it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Sear it. Get a mountain. No attacks. I'm not gonna trade Curse Crafter for that. The fact this person's in the 2-0 bracket makes you think they have a bomb they're trying to ramp to. Like one of those 7-drop Mythic Giants in green or white. So I don't want to take forever. The fact he also is leaving this back, playing defensively here, like he thinks he has the long game, which might be true. All right, we're gonna get the Changeling out. That's a card I would love to trade for a creature and then get back with Graveshifter. And just pass. Alright. I feel like 7 mana is the danger zone. Yeah, this is a bit scary. Alright, oh, I don't care. That I can do that with the Embrace. Alright, so let's go. To the end of your next turn. Right, so let's just go land 2, 3, 4, 5. Just cast this for the full amount on the 5/6. And I think attack with these two. Alright. Alright, 1 mana away from the Curious Giant. Or from some scary rare giant. Okay. You can kill my... Well, they fight. Okay. That's fine. I still get to draw a card, basically. Right. Oh yeah, I'll trade here. Gotta get rid of the huge Death Toucher. Right, so I do want to play this turn while I can. And I think we're going to play the Gut Splitter Gang. Just for maximum damage here. Am I going to get hit by a 7-drop Mythic this turn? Nope. Alright, let's take the damage. Let's attack with these two. Okay. Still kill either of those. Alright, this is fine. Sure. So now the question is, do I play the Grave Shifter? I can get back the Gut Splitter gang. He has the Giant. Okay, well he just binned land 7, so he doesn't have the Giant. Otherwise he would have kept that. So we are going to Grave Shifter. Could get back to 6/6. I think I do want. I mean, the Curse Crafter is good too in the long game. But if he plays a large creature, I think I'd rather have the Gut Splitters to kill him quickly. So we're going to play that in the turn. Alright, he's got nothing. Okay. Winnowing, what am I worried about? How could I lose this game? Can't think of a sweeper in green-white other than winnowing. You could play the Giant, which turns all my creatures into 1/1s, but if that's the case, I still want to play the Elder Auntie to swarm him. Another card I'm missing? Yeah, okay. Huh. Didn't see anything too scary there, but I feel like there's probably something good in this deck if they're in the 2-0 bracket. Pitiless Fists, 4/2 Flash Reach. Pyrrhic Strike's a good one. It's possible he has Winnowing also. That could have been one of the last cards stuck in his hand, because it wasn't a creature and it wasn't removal. And he wasn't playing lands unless he was holding 3 lands. So it was probably either a pump spell because he had no creatures, or something like a Winnowing. But probably not a pump spell either, because, I don't know, he had some trades there at the end. This feels like it might be Winnowing. I mean, I could cut these two again for the same swap, another Prankster, a pump spell. I'm going to do it. I don't know. I honestly, I feel like, don't get me wrong, these cards are good, and I think they are actually a little bit better than the cards I'm bringing in. But they're not that much better. Like, just having another Goblin is pretty great in this deck. And the pump spell, yeah, it's not great, but I think considering what I saw here, it's actually fine. Like, pump spell can let me win a fight against Pitiless Fists. It can kill the 5/6 in combat, so. All right, game 2. Yep, solid hand. It's hard to mulligan hands with Boggart Mischief when you can cast it. Probably the best card in the deck. I mean, Prankster is solid in this deck. 3 toughness is good when you want to blight multiple times. It's a good curve of Prankster into Mischief. Alright, so you could have the 4/2 here. 4/2 Flash, which would actually be incredibly awkward for me. I guess I don't have to play the Mischiefs yet. I could play the Ante first. Alright, let's do this. I think he's got the 4/2. You could also have Pyrrhic Strike. Yeah, Pyrrhic Strike's good against Mischief. Problem is, if I attack first, he trades, then I can't blight with Mischief. If I play Mischief first, I don't have a good attack. So I think what we're going to do is just play the Auntie and attack. Bait him to use Pyrrhic Strike on Auntie, or just trade the 4/2 for this thing. That's fine, because then I get to Surveil and grow the Auntie. Happy with either of these events. Sure. See, that's really good for me, because I got 2 bomb enchantments in hand, so getting him to do that there, really going to help in the long game. Ooh, Swamp. So maybe the cards that were marooned in his hand last game were black. He just didn't have swamps. So maybe he's got like a bomb elf card, like oh, Doran, of course, the Absalom card. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. So this thing is plus, so basically attacks as a 5/10, so you know what's good against that is a bunch of chump blocking. This might be a game where we chump block a bunch of tree folk. Toughness greater than its power. So I kind of want to take the first one just so that I'm going to take one hit here, just so that future hits drain him for 2, or future chump blocks drain him for 2. I want to get the second mischief. Well, that's pretty annoying because it's kind of hard now to race. Oh, this thing is going to attack. Let's see. So this thing will become a 3/4. So if I play the mischief, I got to put all 4 in front of it. I think I'm still supposed to get another one in play. This is going to be an interesting game. Right now, the mischiefs are not enough to get it done from what he has. Okay, that one doesn't get pumped. So he blocks the Feastling. Do I put all 4 goblins on it? It's a bit risky. I do need to get that thing off the board. Yeah, I need to get off the board. If he has removal or pump, it is bad for me. Oh wait, this thing got pumped? Oh, I see. The pumping doesn't require the creature to have higher toughness. Wow, Doran is really good. Wow, this is really bad. Okay. I think I gotta get rid of the Feastling. I'm taking 11. Lose 3 blockers. Ooh. Yeah, let's get rid of the Feastling. This is going to be a tough game to win. If I draw a removal spell for Doran, we're doing just fine. But if I don't, I'm just trying to chump block and gain life to find removal. Yeah, attacks is a 4/8. Alright. I can get back the Heirloom Auntie. Although I can't recast it. I guess I should still play it because it's mana efficient. Alright. Yeah. No attacks. It's Doran. Deck's built, yeah, entirely around Doran, it looks like. Okay. At least I gain life. So let's block this one. Since the other one has power. And I do want to have some blockers next turn, so I can surveil with the Auntie. Alright, so that thing will attack as a 5/3. Yeah, they really did it with Doran. Ooh, land's not good. Alright, 2... I think at this point it might be too late for me. Yeah, it's too late because I have to block 3 creatures and go to 1, so I'm gonna, I guess I do get to surveil technically, but the damage has been done. Oh yeah, not going to 1, because I'm gonna gain some life here. Yeah, he actually loses 6 life. Like if I draw an Elder Auntie, could I drain him to death? It's getting close. Alright. But I go up to 7. He goes down to 5. Alright, bin that. Bin that. Oh. Yeah, Elder Auntie won't save me at this point. I think I'm dead. Come on. Alright. How many lands was that? 7, 10, Surveilled 12 lands. Okay, so we're dead. But Doran's the only scary card, I think. Everything else is pretty mediocre, except Doran supercharges the whole deck. So I think I actually do want the Scarblade's Malice, because this is actually another pseudo removal spell for Doran. And I do need to kill that card if he has it. So we're going to cut the Ransacking, and I don't think this is a winnowing deck. I think Doran was stuck in his hand last game. So I think what we're going to do is go back to the original configuration, but we'll keep the Malice. I think I will cut a Prankster and put in, I want Diviner or Flame Raider. So I have 4 Shapeshifters, 1 Elemental, and the Nameless Inversion. I think I'd rather have the Diviner. Let's do that. Just hope he doesn't have Winnowing on my 1 non-goblin in the whole deck. I technically have 2 now with the Scarblade Malice. I think I got a mulligan this. Alright, we'll keep this one. Let's put back. It's kind of tough. Actually, I want to keep the Changeling. And definitely going to keep the Auntie. And I think I want to keep all the swamps. I think it's either Prodigy or Gut Splitter. Prodigy will do. I mean, Prodigy will kill a creature. Most of his creatures get hit by this. Gut Splitter. I think I'm just gonna put Gut Splitter. I can draw if I draw a 4th. I can play if I draw a 4th swamp. Ooh, this is a tough decision. Well, this card's bad if he's Doran. I'm gonna put away the Gut Splitter. This also kills Bloom Tender. Yeah. It's a tough one though. Alright, I drew the mountain. That's great. Play Auntie. Actually, we'll play Changeling next turn. Because I want to trade that off. And then play the Auntie pre-combat so it grows after trading. Alright. Sure. Alright, so he's got Doran mana. Attack. Right. Play Heirloom Auntie. Well, I can kill Doran now. Burn spells. Could also be thinking about Pitiless Fists. Not bad to fist the Auntie. No. Okay. Ooh, Gathering Stone? That's pretty insane. So he left up, he thought about it and he left up white-black, which makes you think he's got like a trick. Alright, what we're going to do is attack with just the Changeling. So again, I'm fine trading this off in combat. If he has a trick, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. That's just value. Yep, bin that. Alright, so I can play that until my next turn. Let's do Gathering Stone, and we'll do it like this since I have the Prankster I could play if I draw it here. Goblin. I guess if he has Pyrrhic Strike, this is going to be a blowout, because he gets to hit my Auntie and my Gathering Stone. Alright, don't love these lands. Yeah, Pyrrhic Strike is going to be bad here. Come on. Oh, he has it. Damn it. Alright. That was really good. That was really good. Alright, well, I got 3 removal spells at least. Looking for Grave Shifter now. Get back my Sizzling Changeling. Can kill Doran pretty easily. Okay. I do want to kill the Lamenter. I'm just going to do that now. Before he can draw a card. I'm not going to kill that one yet. I mean, the Embrace can kill the 5/6 or the Doran. Both of those I need to have removal for. So we'll just wait. But in the meantime, I am getting hit with a Lifelinker. Alright. I mean, it is a good card, but not yet. He's got the 4-2. Okay. Well, if I draw... I'd love to draw a black permanent that's not Mischief. I could kill the... play the Prodigy and kill the Archer. Alright. That will do it. So let's see. I have 7 mana. So I can't play all 3. So I think we just go... Man, if he's got instant speed removal for this, it's gonna be bad. I gotta go for it. Another Pyrrhic Strike. Oh. Alright. Brutal. I think I'm going to take one more hit, because I might need to Mischief this thing away, just to get the goblins. Probably do. Yep, take a hit. Pyrrhic Strike's a good card. Val Bogart. Okay. I mean, I could use this on the 2-3, but then I'm just stone dead when he draws Doran. But I might need to do that. He hasn't played Doran yet. Honestly, I think these are dire straits. I think I actually need to get rid of the 2-3 now. I can double block the Dawn's Light Archer. I do have the Scarblade Malice still to deal with Doran. But yeah, I can't afford to wait any longer. Okay. Yeah, let's just... Well... What if I draw another Mischief, though? Take one hit. If I draw another Mischief, I'm gonna be glad I held on to this Goblin. Alright, Blight Rot. Well, I can kill his 4-2. Come on, no Doran now, please. Alright. So... let's just do this first to see if this works. Alright. We'll trade here. Alright, so the board is clear, but I'm not in a good position here. I need to rip Graveshifter. Gathering Stone's gone. Yeah, I need Graveshifter. The problem is the longer this game goes, he's going to draw into Doran, and I don't have answers anymore. I need to draw the Scarblade Malice. Alright, land is not what I wanted. Ooh, that lets him surveil. Twilight Diviner would be good here. Let me surveil. Attacks with a 0-4. Come on. Not like this. Now I think it's too late. I could draw Elder Auntie if he doesn't have any other creature, but no, he kept what was on top, so I think I'm toast. Too many lands there. Got flooded at the end. I could have kept the Gut Splitter game. You know, that could have been the decision which changed this game. Graveshifter, hold on. They have a Goblin which makes... Actually, no, we're still alive. We're still alive. Because I can get back the Void Mage, or whatever. Explosive Prodigy. I can kill the Bloom Tender. And then I have blockers. It's clinging on for dear life here. So the next turn I go Graveshifter on the Wicker Maw, Prodigy on the Elf, make him discard. And then I have to top deck. Oh no, I don't have to top deck. Yeah, I do have to top deck. Right. Blocks are forced, kinda. Yep. Need to rip, not a land. Okay. That keeps me alive. Although that was my answer to Doran in the long game. Unfortunately, I have to block the elf. This will put me to 3. If I draw my other Graveshifter, then that could be good. Alright, go up to 2, get an elf. Go up to 3, get an elf. Come on, give me the other Graveshifter. Then I can loop Graveshifters. Land? Do I want to play it? So if I draw a Graveshifter, I want to... Yeah, let's play it. I could go Graveshifter, Graveshifter, creature. Fortunately, I gotta block the elf again. This elf is, like, really unfortunate. I'm just dead if he draws Pitiless Fists or on the removal at any point. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, we put up a fight there, but... Yeah, I think we just drew too many lands there. I was, what, 11? That was 13 of our 17 lands. There were 4 lands, 12 spells left in the deck. That's rough. I feel like we actually could have beat this deck. I think outside of the Doran, the deck was not very scary, but we just kind of got flooded there. But I will admit, Pyrrhic Strike got me really, really good. I think this card is premium removal. Really good in this format. Like you saw here, it can blow up Gathering Stone, it can blow up Boggart Mischief. There's some really important enchantments and artifacts it can hit, and it can blow up a creature too. So I'll do it for that one. I'm happy with, I think, how the deck went. I think this is a good iteration of the Goblins deck. We got all the payoffs. Like, really, I think these 3 cards are what you're looking for at Uncommon. Plus all Goblins. Didn't get any rares, but we got these. Double Graveshifter is nice too. Really strong engine. So yeah, I think the deck was good. But yeah, just didn't quite get there. What can you do? So yeah, that was a solid Goblins deck, but I'm looking forward to drafting something that's not Goblins or Merfolk. I feel like I've been drafting that a lot lately. I think Goblins was the correct seat here, but I would love to draft more Kithkin or Elves or Vivid. All right, well, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next draft.